I came here to save you.
The fortress is taken.
It is over.
Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
You're my only hope.
We shall fight on the beaches.
There will be days when we lose faith.
We band of brothers.
But take heart. Look around you. You're not in this fight alone.
I bid you stand! Men of the West!
Hey everybody, this is Caleb with KingsAdvisors, and as EA has just dropped a new trailer for their Jedi Fallen Order sequel, Jedi Survivor, I'm going to review it, basically. Kind of talk about what we see, what we don't see, hopes for the game, things like that. Earlier this year, I did a video on the top 5 games that we were looking forward to. And I actually did not list this game because in the moment I forgot about it. And I feel kind of bad about that. I'm actually extremely excited for this game. This game would have been number 2 over Hogwarts Legacy and all the other ones I listed. Hogwarts Legacy turned out to be an incredible game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have beaten it and am on the verge of 100%ing it in my original Gryffindor playthrough. So beyond that, here we go. So in the trailer, it starts with some pretty cool footage of Cal kind of getting sucked out of a ship he's flying. And I don't think the ship is the original ship from the game. The cockpit doesn't look the same. So I think, this is 5 years later from Fallen Order. So I imagine Cal has kind of gone off on his own. And so I suspect the first part of this game is going to be getting the crew back together. And we kind of get the vibe of that in this trailer because there are points throughout the trailer where you see him meeting up with, I believe, Marin, Grease, who is the pilot. Is it Grease? It might be Tarf. Yeah, it's Grease. And he gives Grease a big old hug. Let me share my screen on this so that everyone can see. Now, obviously, I won't be actually playing the trailer. I do not want to get copyright struck. So here we are. We see. My assumption is that this is a bounty hunter that Cal is fighting. And one of my issues with this is it feels like we're furthering the whole anyone can use a lightsaber thing that seems to have kind of become commonplace with Disney. It's unfortunate, lightsabers used to require a force connection, as I understand it. And that seems to have gone away. And of course, we have a cross guard back. But the dumber part about this is it looks like there's 2 cross guards. There's a lightsaber cross guard, and then there's a cross guard below the lightsaber, as if it's to stop his hands from sliding up. Kind of dumb. I hate that. Let's see. This is going 5 seconds at a time. Yes. So we've got these great Empire drop ships, having more of those. This is a scene where Cal is fighting off people on. It does appear that we get to go to Coruscant. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me risk this. Or I guess I'm not live, so I could always just cut it out. Here we go. Okay, so this is City Planet, there's only a couple of them. So my assumption is that this is Coruscant. So we're going to be visiting Coruscant, which I find interesting. And what's interesting, I think the more interesting thing about this is that's the original ship from Fallen Order. And my assumption is that this first scene that we saw where Cal kind of flies out of the ship is actually probably the beginning. It's probably the opening of the game. And then, as I said earlier, the first little bit is going to be getting the band back together. And that's when we arrive on Coruscant to do something. See, we've got some great these Empire soldiers with their Magna staffs that, one of the only things that lightsabers aren't supposed to be able to cut through. Really cool seeing them back. They were always a very difficult enemy to deal with, supported by stormtroopers in the background. And it looks like, and I paused it a bit late. I don't know if I can get it right, but it looks like the stormtrooper right there, I don't know if you'll see, right here is falling backwards as if he's been, killed. So I wonder if the combat system is going to be very much the same from Fallen Order, where you were able to both do melee fights and still kind of range fights via reflecting the things back, the bolts back at them. Now, what I like here is something that we know about Fallen Order is there's going to be multiple types of combat or combat styles. So you'll have a heavy style, which is your cross guard, which is the style that allows you to use the cross-guarded blade. Then you'll have a dual-wield style, much like Ahsoka Tano. And that, you see right here, he's got a second lightsaber right there. And then the double-bladed and blaster and blade, much like, what's his name? Ezra with his first lightsaber that he constructs. He's got that stunning pistol down there at the bottom. So it's not that style of lightsaber, but it's I think kind of similar fighting styles. So let's see, play through. This is obviously going to be a, let's say, friend. I don't know if it looks like a bounty hunter. I think from what I've watched, it does kind of seem like you're teaming up with bounty hunters to do something. We got right here, definitely got bounty hunters with BD, with BD1 battle droids, B1 battle droids, sorry, B1. Painted the same, so clearly this is going to be some sort of warlord. But what's interesting is you got Cal back here. So there isn't that thing down the bottom that says this is just this isn't finalized video. So this clip right here might be like in-game footage. So Cal's either sitting there hiding and he's just about to come out and say, whoa, 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 don't kill him, or maybe he's lost his way. That would be kind of annoying if this is a Path of Redemption game. Let's see. So more combat. We got more of these little turbine type openings that we saw a lot of in the first game. Let's see, looks like a crashing ship from the original game landing on a rocky planet. Then we're back on with some Coruscant footage in a Empire dropship. Nice to see that. Hugging Grease. That's nice. This is one of the things that makes me believe that we're probably getting the band back together in this game. There's probably going to be a moment of that. You're probably going to be like, "Hey, I got the ship back. We can go back on adventures. Let's go find what's her name? Kira?" Let me exit full screen there and just look up the character list. Mirren is the Knight's sister. And I think Kira is the former Jedi. Yes. So, we got this. Let's see. Fighting a dropship. I do like seeing that. It looks like the canonical fighting style is going to be a single-bladed lightsaber. I like seeing that. I like seeing a little more continuity. You know, you see Cal is definitely much older than he was in the first game. God, just looks awesome. Here's this double blade, or sorry, the double lightsaber fighting style. You know, we got more bounty hunter fights, which were always kind of a fun little breakup. Oh, well, that was interesting. Grapple hook. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have some sort of grappling hook system. Little Halo Infinite action. God, this just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Now I've got YouTube running in 4K, 60 frames per second, but it still just looks incredible. Okay, we see TIE Fighter up here, and down here. So, and here's a blast of something. Are we dodging? Okay, so that was actually coming from down there below. I saw something earlier today that said this is a High Republic character right here. I don't understand that. She's upset at Cal for letting the Empire keep going. She says something like, "How could you let the Empire flourish in this?" So I don't know if she's going to be. She kind of looks like Mirren. She kind of looks. I don't know if it's just the white hair and the pale face, but she looks a little like Mirren, which would be weird because I still don't understand how she was able to leave Dathomir. I had always thought Night Sisters couldn't leave Dathomir. So let's see. Throws a Stormtrooper helmet at me. That looked like her in combat. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely Mirren in combat. So then the question here is going to be, are we playing as Mirren? Is this one of those games where you jump between characters? Honestly, I really hope not, because that would be not I would not have fun not wielding a lightsaber. That's such a huge draw of this game, being able to wield a lightsaber again, that I think not allowing you to do that the entire time would really hurt the game. Let's see. She used the Force. Here's another. Okay, so more puzzles, and it still kind of looks a little Zepho-ish, but not a lot. Now, that could just be because this is 5 years. It's been like, I think 5 years since the first game came out, maybe a little bit less. So stuff just looks better now. Could be that. Could be another ancient civilization. Could be just a different Zepho planet, so stuff looks a little different. That's what my guess is, that we're probably still kind of looking at the Zepho people, and this is just either an older or a younger Zepho planet, so it just looks a little different. I do like this detailing right here. Like, you don't have to do that. No, very few people are going to be sitting here when they're doing this part of the game, looking at the beautiful stuff up on the wall, and but it just really helps with the game. It really makes the game stand out. I just love that. Oh, that's nice and cool. Okay. So I think that, hang on. Let's go back another couple seconds. I'll try to pause a little bit better this time. So I think this is probably that planet that it looks like he's crash landing on, probably about 3 or 4 minutes ago. You still got, it's a kind of rocky planet, a little bit of green. That's kind of what I think it is. And then here's him looking out over a city planet. Again, because there's only a couple of them, I'm going to assume it's Coruscant. And this guy, so the way this guy talks to Cal in this part of the trailer kind of gives me the idea that he's going to be heavily involved, whether or not he's another bounty hunter, which it kind of seems obvious. He's got dual wield pistols. Looks like there's a thermal detonator down there at the bottom. He's definitely a bounty hunter. So the question is going to be what's the storyline of this game going to be? It seems like there's going to be a lot of bounty hunters. That's him. That's you. So, y'all are fighting together. Do you get to pick a party to go on planet with, kind of like you do in Knights of the Old Republic? I think there's a lot of interesting questions that we still don't really have answers to. And so I just saw this. So I'm going to completely interrupt myself. I love this door right here, up here at the top. And the reason I love that is it looks so much like doors that we had in Knights of the Republic, that even if it's not on purpose, it's just a small little homage to where we came from. So here we go. Okay, well, we're looking at probably some sort of asteroid is what it kind of looks like. And everyone seems to be concerned. Now, again, here's Marin. Looks like she's heavily involved in the campaign. I'm really not going to enjoy that. I didn't like Marin. I also wasn't a huge fan of Siri. I don't know how to say her name. The former Jedi. She just never seemed relatable, or she always seemed too put upon, and it just kind of turned me off to her character. But I did thoroughly enjoy the scene where she is knighting Cal as a Jedi Knight. And here we go again. Here's another fight scene with another person that's on your ship. So it does kind of look like you're going to have companions in this game. It looks like you're going to be able to say, okay, I want to go explore this planet with Marin or whoever that bounty hunter was. The cool thing about this is, and it was a big announcement a couple weeks ago, there will be cutting up of people in this game. So that Jedi just got cut in half. I mean, sorry, not Jedi. That Scout Trooper just got cut in half. Now, whether or not we actually see them like fall apart like we do with Darth Maul in Phantom Menace, I highly doubt it. But it's nice to see lightsabers cutting through stuff again. BD. Oh, a little bit of TIE Fighter action. Really cool. There we are. Jedi Survivor, April 28th. Now, that looks awfully like Kira Junda. I don't know if it's just the eyes. Because she doesn't have hair, it's kind of hard to tell. But I almost want to say it's not. She looks a little too, and this is probably a terrible thing to say, but she looks a little too there's too much expression on her face for me to 100% think it's Cara Junda. So it could be just another force sensitive being. Maybe they're going to do some gray Jedi stuff. Maybe they're going to do some new followers of the Jedi. Who knows? Honestly, I'm kind of staying away from what's it called, spoilers on the game, because I really do want to be like 100% surprised with everything. I almost didn't even watch this or make this video because I want to be I want to just take it all in at once. But overall, I'm happy with a lot of the stuff that I saw in this. I'm happy that it looks like it's going to be kind of a grittier game. I do wish it was M-rated. It is teen. Now today it doesn't really feel, there's a lot of teen rated games that feel like they, a decade ago they probably would have been M-rated. So maybe this falls under that. Maybe this is one of those games that the only reason it's teen and not M is because they don't swear. That would be really nice. I would really enjoy that because, I feel like swearing is weird in Star Wars. But overall, I'm super excited about this game. The next 34 days can't pass quick enough. I'm really hoping that they announce some sort of early release for maybe a deluxe edition or something. I would love that. I would pay another $30 to get it a couple days early. But beyond that, I'm excited. If you're also excited, if you have any thoughts or issues with it, please comment below. Let's start talking about this game. I feel like no one's really talking about it, and that's sad because it looks amazing. As always, I'm Caleb. Hopefully Dan will be back soon. And follow us on Twitter at KingsAdvisors_. Like, subscribe, click the bell, all that. And have a great day.